for people who have been injured on the job, normally it's their first time being injured. And the Alabama Workers' Compensation Statute is very specific as to what benefits it provides to injured employees or the family of someone who's been killed on the job. So if you're not familiar with what you're entitled to as an injured employee, you need to contact an attorney as soon as possible. The reason that's very important is because oftentimes an employer will approach the employee to say, don't call an attorney, we have your best interests at heart. Sometimes that's true, but oftentimes that's not true. And in the instance when it's not true, when the employer is looking to take advantage of an employee, then that can be very detrimental to his or her rights going forward. What workers' compensation in Alabama and the states that have it is not very good for the injured employee. The best thing it does if you survive is it pays for your medical bills for the duration of your life, as long as whatever you're going through relates to your on-the-job injury. After that, workers' comp becomes very problematic because it stipulates that if you lose a thumb or a pinky or a middle finger or a toe or a foot or an eye, whatever you lose, the statute lays out this is what you're entitled to for losing that body part. And in terms of trying to assess whether or not it's fair to the injured employee, it absolutely is not fair. The comp statute was written many, many years ago. It has not been updated. You may hear oftentimes people talk about, well, let's update something for cost of living adjustments or inflation. The comp statute doesn't do that. So whatever we thought a pinky toe was worth 20 years ago is still the value that we're using today. And even 20 years ago, the amount they gave you for a lost toe or a lost finger or a lost arm or a lost leg is wholly inadequate. And as time goes on, the cost of living goes up, inflation and other market trends, then if you keep what someone is paid for losing a body part the same, then that employee is losing. And that's for every employee in the state of Alabama and in most states that have workers' compensation statutes.